Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so uh, last class, what we have discussed? We have discussed about one theory, isn't it? Mixing lang theory. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about smooth and rough boundaries of a pipe or any surface. Okay. So, smooth and rough boundaries surfaces, these are generally called hydrodynamically smooth and rough boundaries. Okay. So, what is meant by smooth boundary? So, these are generally smooth boundary and rough boundaries. These are based on generally roughness. Okay, how much rough is the surface? That is your roughness of the surface, roughness coefficient, that is denoted by one term, roughness coefficient. So let k, small k is the average height of irregularities projecting from the surface of a boundary as shown in the figure. Okay. Okay. So what happened? Something went wrong. So if k is the average height of irregularities projecting from the surface of a boundary as shown in the figure, this figure, smooth boundary, if the value of k is large for a boundary, then the boundary is called rough boundary. See, if the value of k is large, then the boundary. See, in this figure, the boundary is more rough, and that is more than k value. Okay, that is called your rough boundary. If the value of k is less, then the boundary is known as smooth boundary. If k value is less, then that is roughness. Roughness is less, then the boundary is called smooth boundary. And if k is more, then the boundary is called rough boundary. But proper classification, the flow and fluid characteristics are to be considered. So let's see what is the what are the fluid characteristics. See, for turbulent flow analysis along a boundary, for turbulent flow along a boundary, if the flow is turbulent along a boundary of a pipe, the flow is divided into two portions. Okay, the first portion consists of thin layer of fluid in the immediate neighborhood of the boundary, where viscous shear stress predominates, while the shear stress due to turbulence is negligible. That means when the flow is turbulent, near the boundary of pipe, the first layer of the fluid has low viscous, that means low turbulence. Okay, that is turbulence is negligible. This portion is known as laminar sublayer. I have already taught you what is laminar sublayer, isn't it? So, generally roughness is related to laminar sublayer. Okay, the height up to which the effect of viscosity predominates. The height up to which the effect of viscosity predominates in a zone is denoted by delta dash, that is boundary layer thickness. Okay, the portion is known as laminar sublayer, the height up to which the effect of viscosity predominates. That means when the flow is turbulent, near the boundary there is laminar sublayer, isn't it? So that laminar sublayer is talking here. Okay, so that laminar sublayer we have to consider here. So in this this portion is known as laminar sublayer. The height up to which the effect of viscosity, that means up to which the viscosity effects predominates in this zone, is denoted by delta star, delta dash. The second portion of the flow where the shear stress due to turbulence are large. See, I have already told you that shear stress are also generated. Shear stress are also uh, generated due to turbulent flow, isn't it? So, in turbulent flow, the shear stress is generated. So, where shear stress due to turbulence is large as compared to the viscous stress is known as turbulent zone. Okay. If the average height K, what is K? K is the height of irregularities, okay? K is the height of irregularities in a surface. So, if average height of K of the irregularities projecting from the surface of a boundary is much less than laminar sublayer. If K is less than laminar sublayer, then the thickness of laminar sublayer is known as smooth boundary. The boundary is smooth boundary, okay? That means delta star is more here. The laminar sublayer area is more here than roughness K. But in rough boundary, the laminar sublayer is less. The irregularities are more, the height of irregularities are more than laminar sublayer. That is called your rough boundary, okay? So, the boundary is called smooth boundary. This is because outside the laminar sublayer, the flow is turbulent. So, outside laminar sublayer, what will happen? The flow is turbulent, okay? And reach the surface of the boundary. But due to great thickness of laminar layer, the eddies are unable to reach the surface irregularities, and hence the boundary behaves as a smooth boundary. This type of boundary is called hydrodynamically smooth boundary. Okay. Now, if Reynolds number of the flow is increased, how you can increase the Reynolds number? By increasing the velocity. Okay. If Reynolds number of the flow is increased, the thickness of laminar sublayer will decrease. Okay. If viscosity is more, the laminar sublayer will break, isn't it? Turbulence will be more, there will be more turbulence. If velocity is more, force is more, force of water is more, that means that there will be turbulence. Laminar sublayer becomes much smaller than the average height K irregularities of the surface as shown in this figure. Okay. Irregularities of the surface are above the laminar sublayer, and eddies present in turbulent zone will come in contact with irregularities of the surface, and lot of energy will be lost. So, in rough boundary pipe there is a more loss of energy. Energy is lost, okay, in turbulent flow. So, will come in contact with irregularities, the surface, and lot of energy will be lost. Such a boundary is called hydrodynamically smooth boundary. Okay. So, remember these two terms. What is hydrodynamically smooth boundary and rough boundary? Generally, these are related to laminar sublayer and irregularities of the surface. Okay. So, Nicurides, one scientist, Nicurides experimentally shows, Nicurides experimentally showed that if, first condition, if K by delta dash is less than 0.25 or K by delta dash is less than 0.25, then the boundary is called smooth boundary. Okay. According to Nicurides, the experiment, he has shown that if K by delta star is less than 0.25, the boundary is called smooth boundary. Again, if K by delta star, delta dash is greater than 6.0, then what will happen? The boundary is behaves as rough boundary. Okay, and if K by del dash is in between 0.25 and 6, the boundary is transition. Okay, so these experimentally found conditions are given with respect to the term K by delta dash. Where what is K? K is the irregularities of the boundary. Okay, height of irregularities, and delta star is the laminar sublayer. That means the thickness of laminar sublayer in case of turbulent flow. Okay, always remember that laminar sublayer is generated only in case of turbulent flow near the boundary. Okay, not in all direction, near the boundary only it is generated. Again, in terms of roughness, Reynolds number U star K by V, if U star K by V is less than 4, the boundary is considered as smooth. If U star K by V lies between 4 and 100, the boundary is in transition stage. And anyone is speaking? Someone is speaking something? Is there any doubt? Zeshan? Zeshan? Your mic is on. Your mic is on, Zeshan. Do you want to say something? Okay, it is creating noise, Zeshan. Please off your mic. Okay, if U star K by V, that is the Reynolds roughness, okay? U star K by V is greater than 100, the boundary is rough, okay? So these are the terms of boundary conditions. Next, velocity distribution for turbulent flow in smooth pipe. So we don't require all these express deduction. But you have to remember the final expression. Okay, velocity distribution for turbulent flow in smooth pipe. So how velocity can be distributed among a smooth pipe? The velocity distribution for turbulent flow in smooth or rough pipe is given by this equation. U equal to U star K log of E, as we have got in our previous class. We have already deducted this formula, isn't it? So, taking the value of K equal to 0.4, ultimately we have got U divided by U star equal to 5.75 log of 10 Y by Y dash. What is Y? Let the distance of the pipe wall is Y. The distance of the pipe wall is Y dash. Okay. And y, U is positive some distance, and Y is the okay, for smooth boundary there exists a laminar sublayer. In case of the velocity distribution in the laminar sublayer is parabolic in nature. Thus, the laminar sublayer logarithm velocity will be required. Experimentally shows that Y by Y dash. Y is the distance of the laminar sublayer. Okay. So, what is given here? Let the distance from pipe wall is Y dash. Now the constant C can be determined. This constant C can be determined from the boundary condition. What are the boundary conditions? Given y equal to y dash and u equal to 0. These are the two boundary conditions we have to consider. Then this equation becomes, after solving, u by u star equal to 5.75 log of y by y dash. Okay. So next, okay. So where kinetic viscosity, V is the kinetic viscosity, substituting the value of y dash in equation. Okay. Ultimately, in terms of roughness, Reynolds roughness, he has got this equation. Okay. This one. 5.75 log of V u star y divided by V plus 5.55. Velocity distribution for turbulent flow in rough pipes. So in rough pipe, what will be the formula? 5.75 log of Vy plus K plus 8.5. 8.5 what? U by U star. U is the velocity and U star is the shear velocity. Okay. So these are the two expressions we have to remember for smooth pipe and rough pipe. Okay. Next, we have some numerical problems. So, first problem, it is given, a pipeline carrying water has average height of irregularities projecting from the surface of the boundary of the pipe as 0.15 mm. What type of boundary it is? The shear stress developed is 4.9 Newton per meter square. The kinetic viscosity of water is given 0.01 stock. Okay. So how can you find? See, average height of irregularity is given. That means K value is given. How much? 0.15. You have to convert in meter. Shear stress developed. Tau star is given. Shear stress 4.9. Kinetic viscosity is given. Nu is given 0.1. Convert it to meter. That 0.01 stock into meter, it will 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square per second. Okay. Density of water. We know that density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. So what is with the shear velocity? U star. In the previous classes, we have got this formula, root over tau naught divided by rho. So put these values in equation, shear velocity, then we have got shear velocity is 9.07 meter per second. Again, we have got the Reynolds roughness is given by U star K divided by nu, kinetic viscosity. Okay. So that if you put this value U star K and V, then this value we have got 10.5. That means Reynolds roughness is lies between 4 and 100. So what will be the pipe? Characteristics of the pipe? The pipe surface behaves as a transition. Because why it is transition? In the previous classes, I have told you these three conditions. Reynolds roughness. So if the value lies between 4 and 400, the boundary is transition stage. Okay, that means it is about to rough boundary from smooth boundary. That is your transition stage. So in your problem, we have got the answer as that the boundary behaves, the pipe surface behaves as a transition because we have got this value 10.4, which is lies in between 4 and 100. Okay. Next, another problem is given here. See, a rough pipe of diameter 8 centimeter, the velocity at a point 3 centimeter from wall is 30% more than the velocity at point 1 centimeter from pipe wall. Determine the average height of the roughness. Okay. So what are the value given? Dia of the rough pipe is given. Diameter is given. Diameter of the pipe is given D equal to 8 centimeter. That means 0.8 meter. Let the velocity of flow 1 centimeter from the pipe is u. So let's consider that the velocity of flow at 1 centimeter from the pipe is u. Okay, u. Then velocity of flow at 3 centimeter pipe will be 1.3 because it is 30% is given here. Okay, so let's see what is 1.3 u. Okay. Let the velocity of flow at 1 centimeter from pipe wall is u. Okay. Then the velocity of flow at 3 centimeter from pipe wall will be 1.3 u because here it is given, see, the velocity at a point 3 centimeter of wall is 30% more than the velocity of 1 centimeter from the wall. From this, that condition 1.3 comes. Okay. So the velocity distribution of rough pipe, we have known this equation. K is the height of roughness. So from 0.1 centimeter from the pipe wall, you put the value of y and k here. Then you find out u by u star. And at a point 1.3, you again find 1.3 u divided by u star. Put the value of y and k. So we have got these two equations. So divide this equation 2 with equation 1. By dividing u and u star will be cancelled, so it will be 1.3 and this one. So after solving, you will get k as roughness. We have to determine the average height of roughness, isn't it? So that means k value. So k will be 0.772 centimeter. This much we have got. So in this way, you may solve more problem similar to this, but remember that the velocity distribution equation for rough pipe and smooth pipe, okay, and shear velocity equation you have to know. The velocity distribution equation for smooth pipe you have to know, and these conditions. How the boundary behaves as smooth and rough, these conditions you should remember. Okay. Today I am at college in university. Okay. So is there any doubt? Okay. So I will share you notes by today. Tonight. Okay. So thank you all. So is there any doubt? First of all, you go through the notes, whatever I have given. And if you found any problem, any doubt, you can ask me. Reopening classes, I don't have any idea, but I think by next month or by November, okay, the university may reopen. We are here for a lab inspection, not for classes. We are taking classes from university today, but we are working from home. Okay. There is no notice given. Yes, you can leave. I am also ending this meeting. Okay. So thank you.